we brought them out with us for this whole run, these 5 weeks that we're out. And so if any of you guys are struggling with an eating disorder or just coming out of treatment, please head to that booth because it really means the world to Jen and I that you guys are taken care of, because your well-being is really important to us, and it should be to yourself as well. So if you guys need a peer group, a support group, Project Heal is right there for you, literally 2 steps away. We love them so much, so please check them out, and we hope you guys have fun tonight, because that's what it's all about.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Eyre. I'm the CEO of Project Heal. We're a nonprofit on a mission to support people struggling with eating disorders to access the care that they deserve. There are 30 million Americans struggling with eating disorders, and only 20% of them have access to treatment, and that's a problem we're looking to solve. I'm so lucky to be joined by Project Heal's co-founders, Christina Saffron and Liana Rosenman. Hello.
Hi. Hi, and hi, Allie and AJ, and all of your amazing supporters. Thank you guys so much for being such champions for Project Heal since day one.
Why did you guys start Project Heal back in 2008 when you guys were in high school?
Christina and I met in treatment for anorexia, and we were fortunate that we were able to access treatment through insurance, and what insurance couldn't cover, our parents could afford. Through our recovery, we created this really awesome friendship and helped each other recover and wanted to help others do the same.
Amazing. What's the most surprising thing you've learned as you guys have been working on this space?
Really how prevalent it is, right? You touch on 30 million Americans struggle. That's 10% of the population, and 80% of those folks don't get treatment at all. What's even more alarming is that in many ways, Liana and I were so lucky. In addition to insurance covering this or parents affording to pay the rest, we fit the mold of what people with an eating disorder are, quote, supposed to look like. And so we got help quickly. And unfortunately, that's not the case for the majority of eating disorder sufferers. We know that eating disorders do not discriminate. They affect people pretty equally across race, class, ethnicity. A third of sufferers are men. The majority of people with eating disorders are not underweight, so you really can't tell if someone is struggling just by looking at them. But unfortunately, those who don't fit that stereotype are often the ones who lack access to treatment.
Absolutely. And what's one piece of encouragement you guys would offer to people struggling with eating disorders during this crazy time to be alive?
Just know that you're not alone, you're worthy of recovery, and we're here to help you access the healing that you deserve.
Thank you guys so much for joining, and thank you to Allie and AJ for highlighting Project Heal and supporting us. We wish you guys the best.
Hey guys, so this hour is now being dedicated to Project Heal, actually an organization that AJ and I have been involved with for quite a long time. They came out on the road with us when we did the Promises Tour, and it was all thanks to our dear friend Amanda Crew, who introduced us to this wonderful organization that helps young women and men who are coming out of treatment for eating disorders. It was something that was very close to Amanda, and she shared her story with me. I didn't even know about it as her close friend. And I was just so touched by how candid she was about the struggle that she had personally gone through and the kind of work that they were doing in different chapters all over the U.S. So we invited them to come out on the road and to have them at every single venue. They had a booth in the back and flyers and information for fans that were struggling or had questions, maybe had a family member that was in their life that they wanted to talk to about this. And so we are dedicating this hour to Project Heal, who we love, and they are incredible people. So please donate. Even $5, it would mean the world to AJ and I. And again, just reminding you that your donation is getting spread among 12 different donations over the night because we want to make it even and fair for everybody. Okay, so I am now going to do a little Phil the Future reunion for you OG Disney kids. We have Amy Bruckner here, who is waiting. I kind of feel like we need to maybe wait another minute and have Brenda and, Brenda just joined on. And then we're gonna get Raviv Ullman, which you might know him as Ricky. That's not his stage, that's like his stage name. was a weird thing. People were like trying to make him go by Ricky instead of Raviv, but Raviv is his name, and it's a way better name, and it's way more original, and that's how I know Raviv. Okay, I'm gonna invite the ladies on first, and then we'll have Raviv come in. But this is very exciting. Oh, Raviv just joined. Okay, I'm excited. All right. Hold on, and I'm gonna I'm joining all of them just at once. Brenda? Hi! Hi!
Wow.
We did it!
We've had so many, Amy! We've had so many technical difficulties tonight. I cannot even tell you, but this is actually bringing me a lot of happiness because I wanted to scream.
I
Thank you guys so much.
out of joy and not scream out of like frustration and sadness.
Can we all scream together?
Yeah, you guys can all scream with me. Yeah.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Amy's looking at us like we're crazy.
Thank
you.
Thank you, Raviv.
Yeah, your neighbors are like, Amy, are you okay?
Amy, there are 2 of you on this call.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that is. I see.
Oh, that is interesting. It's like your ghost.
I'm sorry.
Guys, you all have such beautiful long hair. In the
Oh,
15
yeah.
years that I haven't seen you, you all grew out your hair.
And I feel like you maybe just said like, forget it to the hair. You were like, I'm just going to shave it.
I said forget it to the hair. I said yes to the nail polish and
Yes.
no to the hair.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
we're not
can
gonna see the same
I
time?
was just going to say, can we see the hair without the
Yeah.
hat?
All right, you ready?
Yes.
I'm a little, I don't know if I like it, to be honest, but here we go.
You said that you had a moment. Oh,
Oh,
it.
it's awesome.
It's great.
It's all right. I did not know that this thing was so intense.
Oh, a widow's peak.
You're with
Widow's Peak is coming in hot.
I like it. It's good.
you. I like it.
Um,
You guys.
Amy, I haven't like seen you in a really long time. I've seen Raviv somewhat recently because I saw him in New York. Brenda, I saw you like 6 months ago, maybe a little
Yeah.
sooner. But Amy, I haven't seen you in years.
I don't think I've seen you or Brenda in like 15 or 16
No.
years.
I haven't seen Amy. I haven't seen you and Raviv in like
That's
2
so
decades.
weird.
Yeah.
I know. We're
I think
so
that's
old.
right.
Wait, Raviv, you're
You're
in
so
New York?
old.
I'm not in New York. I came to Los Angeles right before this craziness started, and I'm living on the east side of Los Angeles, and it's all going great. I mean, everything is going horribly, but
Yeah.
my garden is going really well.
Same.
Oh, that's good.
What are you growing?
We just started a vegetable garden. We're about to add 4 more beds. We're doing strawberries, blueberries, squash, zucchini,
Oh,
kale,
interesting.
spinach, lettuce, all of the herbs. We have like
Yeah,
so
you guys
much.
have the berries. I haven't started in on the berries yet.
Yeah, that's really special. We're actually gonna do fruit trees next. Like all of a sudden, I'm just like, I'm a farmer, guys. I'm a farmer now.
Farmers
have you-
Brenda in the house?
Have you done tomatoes? I feel like tomatoes are hard to
We have
nail.
tomatoes too.
Really?
I feel like there are like 7 stages of like, you know, like the 7 stages of grief. There's like 7
Uh-huh.
stages of quarantine, like making sourdough bread.
Yes,
making banana
yes.
bread, doing a vegetable garden. Yeah,
You're
we're
right. You're right. You're right. That seems like a book, honestly. You should just get on that.
Allie, I have a question for you. Did you change your name to Jared Rosenberg? Because that's the name.
Yes,
that's on-
that is my new legal name,
congratulations.
Jared Rosenberg. Yeah, I was just like, I'm over the stigma that Ali Mashaka had over
It's
me.
a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of
Yeah.
responsibility.
Hmm. Yeah, no, it's my music manager's. I'm using his laptop. Amy, are you gardening or no?
I live in an apartment. I did buy an orchid, so I was.
Wait, are you in LA, Amy?
I am. Yeah. I go to law school at UCLA.
So that was very casual of
Yes,
you.
yes, very.
Congratulations,
deal.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
Amy, what kind
I
of
mean,
law?
like, I'd say let's grab coffee because we're all in LA.
Yeah. Not right now, but maybe once the quarantine is over, we can. all-
What kind of law, Amy?
Yeah.
So I am hired into a commercial litigation practice group at a firm in Century City. So something, the law is so insular, it's sort of hard to explain even what I'm doing because there's so many different steps to explain
Mhm.
what we do.
Can you help stop police brutality? Maybe we start there.
Well, actually,
Fucking hell.
I was doing my summer associate survey, and they asked what kind of pro bono projects that I'd like to work on, and one of the options was prison reform, which obviously
That's amazing.
there's an overlap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
big time.
yeah.
Amazing. Well, and how far away are you from being done with law school?
I just finished my second year, so I have 1 year left.
Wow. Congratulations.
Are you loving it?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Really, really. Actually, your first year is really hard. And your second year, it gets better, and there are great things about it. And it's law school. It's not like super fun, but
Are you studying right now from home, or was it supposed to be like your summer break? Is that how it works? I don't know. I never went to college, so I don't know how the.
I was supposed to be working at a firm.
Yeah.
But because I finished school, and then this is not interesting. I'm sorry.
It's so interesting. I'm like, I want to know.
No. I'll start working in July, and then I'll go back to school. Yeah.
But if we get in trouble, we shouldn't call you to be our lawyer. That's not the kind of lawyer.
Well, so my firm has an entertainment litigation practice.
Oh, okay. We'll bring you some big deals.
Good to know.
I was
I
thinking
like
for
it.
me more probably like getting arrested, but
Getting arrested.
Yeah, for Ali and Brenda, definitely
Oh
entertainment.
no.
We're entertainment. Raviv will be on the front lines protesting, and that's how he'll get arrested.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Wait, so
I'm
Raviv-
glad I can provide some value for you all.
Definitely.
Wait, Raviv, so you actually moved back to LA, or are you just here and it got stuck?
No, I've been back and forth, but I moved back to LA. Yeah, I was in New York for 8 years, 8.5 years. Focus, I know, which is crazy, doing a lot of theater and then met a gal and moved back to Los Angeles. And so I've been back here for a few months. I was always back and forth. I always spent time back in both places.
Is she based in LA? Your lady?
Yeah, Julia is from London, so she's got a fabulous accent,
Oh.
and she's an illustrator and an animator. So she has her own show that is just premiering on HBO Max called Summer Camp
Oh,
Island.
cool.
It was on Cartoon Network.
Amazing.
That's
for
rad.
like third season, and it's an incredible,
Oh,
beautiful,
congrats. That's so
like,
awesome.
gorgeous show. Yeah. So she's been running the entire show. She's been show running from like our living room and our
Oh,
guest
wow.
room,
That's
which
incredible.
is insane. Yeah. And I just keep like offhandedly auditioning by just doing weird voices. I'm like, oh, you want some coffee?
And she's like, no, we're not looking
No,
for that
stop.
voice.
Yeah, please do the dishes. Yeah.
Well, when we all get out of this quarantine, we need to do like a in-person reunion.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I
Oh
feel
my god,
like-
that would be so amazing.
Do you guys even remember do you guys even remember shooting the show, or do you like almost have like a black hole that's just like
I blacked it out.
you did, you blacked all of it out. I remember a lot. Honestly, I remember a lot of the outfits. I remember a lot of the outfits.
Oh yeah. Well, do you guys remember the like bungalows where the dressing rooms were and that long table in the middle that we'd all just hang out in
Yes.
all the time?
Yep.
Definitely.
So it's the good old days.
I like painted my like school desk in the. Remember, Amy, you and I we decorated our little wooden desks because it was just the two of us in there, and then we would have like guest stars, recurring characters would come in and be in school with us, but it was like a school of 2 or 3 children.
I remember we used to make the water balloon babies.
Yes, we were really obsessed with that, which also was slightly like we were a little too old to be doing that, but I think that it's precious that we were unashamed of doing water babies at ages 15 and how old were you then? Like 11?
12 or
12?
13.
Yeah. I mean, that we should have been past that, but we were just like, no, die hard, you know?
I don't know if I remember water babies. I guess
No,
I-
that was the thing. We
This
really
is
were
when you
into
were
it.
in school. You guys were going to
In
school.
school.
making water
Yeah, and remember Todd would like, he would get us, Todd, but like literally the best AD on
Yeah.
planet Earth. And he was like, guys, like we really gotta, he always would knock and be like really sweet. But we were like, we're doing school because we're pretending to be parents to these water babies. This is important. This is important. This is home ed. Home
Am I
ed.
correct in thinking, is my memory correct that we ended in 2005? That was the end.
2005. Yeah, was the last season, or the second, which was the last.
Right? That's wild.
That's so crazy.
And you guys have just been growing your hair ever since.
We've been
Yeah,
growing
like
our
that.
hair out. We haven't
My
cut it
hair
since.
actually, you can't tell, but it like goes down to my ankles. I just haven't
Oh.
cut it at all.
Amazing.
Oh my God, it's amazing.
It's been the one thing I've been focusing on since we stopped Phil of the Future. It's just
You're
growing
doing
out my
great
hair.
work, Brenda. You're doing great.
Doing
work.
great work.
Thanks, guys.
Honestly, like I'm proud of all of us because we're all, I haven't seen you guys in a second, but I know you at least enough through Instagram and text messages and the times that we do get together that like we all are fairly well-rounded human beings, which is nice because it's not an easy place to come out the other end of.
Speak for yourself.
Raviv's like,
I've been drunk ever since. No, I think you're absolutely right. We
like
all-
seriously, like there's a, I mean, we know that that's like it's a hard thing to navigate at the age we were.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then on top of that, the spotlight being a Disney spotlight, which is so specifically its own thing. And I think there's some darkness behind that, but then if you can make it somehow be positive on the other like side of things, I think it's honestly a fucking miracle, really.
I think if you look at the statistics, 1 in 4 ending up in law school is pretty good.
I agree. Big time.
I'm amazed that you guys were able to, continue to be actors because I just couldn't.
You're like,
That
peace
is
out.
interesting. I mean,
You're like, I'm good.
you did kind of peace out like soon after. I mean, you worked for a while, but then you like made the decision, which I just thought I really admired. I remember admiring that and really respecting
I do
that
too.
decision that you had. Like, I think for so many people, like it's hard to make that decision, and that sometimes that decision is made for them. And
Yep, where you feel like, oh, I'm chained then. Like if I've been in the business, I have to always be in it. It's like, no, if that's not your path, maybe it was only supposed to be for a certain amount of time. And yeah, I agree with you, Raviv. I totally agree.
Thank you.
big props.
Well, I love all you guys, and thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you
Honestly, this
for doing
really like brightened my night because we had some serious issues earlier, and then I was like, I'm not gonna get Phil to get the Phil the Future cast. Everything's gonna explode, and like that's all that really like mattered in my mind was just making this happen because I know it's gonna make so many fans excited, and they'll just be reliving their childhood for this little moment in
Thank
time.
you
So
so much for putting this together, and
know.
and I'm just such a fan of all the music that you guys make. You and Ajit.
thanks,
know.
Raviv. We're trying, you know.
It's
I'm looking
amazing.
forward to watching this live cast.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah, it'll be on. We've decided as a collective with producers and management, we're going to do it next week. So it'll still be all technically live because we'll be up for 12 hours, but it just won't be the night that it's aired. But you know, we'll hopefully be able to be chatting with fans real time.
And will you shout out so I fully understand what the nonprofit that this hour raises?
Yeah. So right before we started our little chat between the four of us, I was talking about Project Heal. So I found out about Project Heal through Amanda Crew, who you might know. You know her, Brenda, from Silicon Valley. She's a really great friend of mine, great actress. And great director too. She directed a music video that Brenda was in. She did a cameo. You guys can be in the next one. We'll bring you into the fold. And she was telling AJ and I, she wanted to invite us to a screening, and we were like, sure. You know, we just wanted to come because we wanted to support her. And then we like sat through the screening, and it was a really powerful. And you know, we kind of like stepped aside and you know had like a little girl talk moment. And she was like, you know, I haven't really brought up you know my story to you in just like a one-on-one setting, but you know I've struggled with an eating disorder for many years. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, I didn't even notice about you, you know. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I've you know I've gotten treatment and I'm kind of in recovery right now at this moment, but like I really want to do things for this organization specifically because it's something so personal to me. And, you know, AJ and I looked at each other. We knew that we were about to go out on the road in about 6 months from that point. And we were like, well, maybe there's a way that we can involve Project Heal by bringing them out on the road with us. Because I'm sure a lot of fans in the audience, women and men, would, you know, have some kind of a connection to this, even if maybe they don't struggle from an eating disorder, but maybe even like body dysmorphia on some level. You know, we all probably do, really. So she was like, I would love to introduce you to the, you know, the founder. So we talked to her that night, and then we set up kind of a booth at every venue. And it was crazy how well organized Project Heal was. They have like a chapter in basically every city in the US. Like we went to a ton of different cities, and I think it was only like 2 or 3 where we didn't have someone physically there. And so kids were able to like come up to a booth, you know, maybe talk about how they were just getting out of treatment and they needed a support group, or they just needed somebody to talk to, or maybe they were struggling and didn't feel comfortable going to a parent or a family member, and they were able to kind of direct them to the right resources. So I thought that was really cool. And like every time that we spoke about it on stage at night, like we would get this huge cheer, which was just a reminder that's like, people are struggling with things and you don't even know it. You know, they just go about life. You're getting your coffee from a barista. They have their whole own story, and you just, you know, you never know. So it was cool to just see that people were excited and wanted to, you know, be a part of the cause and speak out about it.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Sorry, that was a long rant, but
No, that's awesome.
But thank you guys, and hopefully we get some great donations this hour. And I love you, and I'll text you guys later when I'm, I guess,
So
still awake.
great.
Oh, thanks, Amy. You look great.
I know.
By the way, you're like, you're killing me on the long wavy hair. Like
I know,
I love
loving
this. Quarantine life, quarantine hair.
No
I
makeup.
love it. I think you look great. Wait, what is your little tattoo? This is cute.
This is a California.
Calla lily?
Combine.
Oh,
Flower.
it's
for-
beautiful. I love that.
Jinx.
Yes.
Okay, I love you guys.
I love
Be
you guys
safe.
so much.
Have a
And
great rest of your
Brenda,
night.
Thanks, you guys too.
Brenda
And
wanted
oh, your mom.
your mom.
Oh my,
Yeah.
your mom want to say hi to my mom?
Done.
Oh, I love that. Tell her hi from my mom. My mom's literally babysitting our dogs right now
Oh, that's
because
so
we were like,
sweet.
we're going to be at a studio for 12 hours, so they're going to be confused if they're left at home. So my mom's like, I'll babysit them, so she's with the dogs. So I'll tell her that. That's so cute. Tell
I
Alice hi
know,
from
it's
us.
happening. Oh, that's so sweet. It's so good to see your guys' faces.
Yeah, it is.
Guys,
It's very comforting.
stay safe out there.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.